So, hello everybody. I lost my voice, and of course, everything is tilting and shifting. Look at that. Anybody getting motion sick? I am. I lost my voice because I had too much party last night. Well, this is exactly how I feel. I feel tilted. So we're going to go into the tilted mode, guys. I feel like a little bit off, like there instead of there. And also, hi, how's everybody doing? Oh, look at that. Look at those numbers grow. Yes. So I think the show might have begun already. I don't know. Wait, it said, sorry, we couldn't find the page you're looking for. It may have been removed, changed, or it is temporarily unavailable. Please return to our homepage to continue browsing our site. Did Dolce Gabbana try to boycott us because we're about to review their show? Elisa says, hi, Dacob from Copenhagen. Hi, Elisa. Elisa? Elsa, sorry. Joseph, nice topic. Hey, Dacob. Hi, Joseph. Cadell, yes, finally catching you live. Dressed in Dolce Gabbana, they want Queen-inspired collection. This is Dolce Gabbana 2015. So they want Queen of Hearts. We're going to give them Queen of Hearts. But this is more like the Passion of Christ, I guess. You know, they're religious symbolisms and blah, blah, blah. But how do we get to see the live stream? Tushara, hello, hey. I saw you wrote me you're going to come online. You wrote on Instagram. Good. So, guys, you can follow me on Instagram, Super Dacob, all spelled together. Also on Twitter, Facebook, and Snapchat. Yes. Okay, so I'm seeing the thing now. The live stream has not begun yet. Okay. Does anybody have... So I'm basically on the DolceGabbana.com website. Also, Dolce Gabbana glasses. I'm like, full on today because... we have to pay them respect, right? If we're going to tear this down, if we don't like it, at least we have something to say about, well, there are also things that we like. It's not all bad, but let's see. I want to hear your ideas. You think it's going to be meh, tacky, classy, good quality, bad quality? I'm going to try to go to another website just to be sure that the show didn't begin yet. Real-time fashion news, photography, streaming, yes. Elsa says, yes, it is more from Catholic iconography than that heart. But Lacroix was the king of hearts, not D&G. Amen to that, sister. Christian Lacroix, the king of hearts. Okay, they're late 10 minutes. All right, they haven't begun yet. Good. Good for us, because, we're on time. They're not on time, that's their problem. Okay, well, while we're at it... Oh, yes, thumbs up, I'm seeing them. Good. Give me thumbs up, guys. We share the love and show the love. I have something to share with you, also. You're sharing me the love. Oh, my God. You're sharing me the love. You show the love with thumbs up. I show you the love with a little tiny piece of history of Dolce Gabbana. Wait, I'm going to get it right now. And I keep it protected here in this little bag. This is like one of their first catalogs for D&G, mind you. This is fashionably late, the Shara says yes. This is one of their first catalogs. Well, the first catalog they made with Giovanni Bianco, who is the head of Studio 65. He does art direction for all the Madonna albums. Well, not all of them, but most of the newer ones. And his first collaboration with Dolce Gabbana was this D&G catalog, Fall Winter 1995, my favorite collection ever. And it is in foam. This is back in the day when it was really cool. And so this is foam and then printed. They did not use this logo with that font and size later on in the future. And even the t-shirts they're making now with the D&G, the G has a longer line there. It's not that aesthetical anymore. And basically, it's a collection of poems, of futuristic poems, that are meant to be projected in the future. Mind you, this was 1995, so they were envisioning how life would look like after the year 2000. And there's a lot of Club Kids references. Well, actually not references, because back in 1995, we were in full-blown Club Kid mode. And my favorite, let me see what I can show you here. you know, this is gorgeous. Just, I mean, so tacky. But I have these glasses. You've seen me wear them a couple of times on my Instagram profile, and I also did a review of them on my YouTube channel. This feathery concoction also went down the runway. You see how trippy and acid? It's very Club Kid. This is very 90s. This whole style, the first kind of period of the digital era, you know, and then all of these kind of special effects. I remember even Bjork was so much into doing that stuff for her video clips. Now it all looks so funny, but back then it was like amazing. Gorgeous. Look at that, guys. So it's very Pierre Cardin inspired, very space age, you know, 60s inspired, but then brought into the 90s. A little bit of punk, a little bit of Vivienne Westwood. They love to copy Vivienne, our boys. And wait, let me see if the show is beginning. I'm like talking to you and I don't know if the show is beginning. No, it's 13 minutes late. How fashionable of them. Life of a Stranger says beautiful. The catalog or me? You mean the catalog, right? The catalog is amazing. Like, you know, humanoid puppets. I want these furry jackets. I want the longer one. They brought out the D&G logo on the front of their clothes so that actually, you know, you would literally have Logomania on the chest. Life of a Stranger says both are beautiful. Thank you so much. Oh, this is very, very Pierre Cardin inspired, guys. This piece is so beautiful. Doesn't she remind us of early Madonna, 90s Madonna? I think that's why she started getting cast back in the day. This whole, like, look how cute all of these looks are. Yes, we love them. Fortunately, those days have long gone. And this kind of classy way of dealing with fashion that they had. And, you know, this is another very space age, very Pierre Cardin meets Courrèges inspired piece with 90s digital, not just media, but aesthetics and art combined. So there you have it. This is my favorite D&G catalog ever made, together with some of the best accessories ever made. Those glasses, the huge ones, also very space age, are my favorite D&G product ever made. And they're also in the Fashion Bunker archives. Also, what I love of the 90s, from the 90s Dolce & Gabbana era, is this fragrance here. The Dolce & Gabbana Pour Homme Eau de Toilette. This is, if you find the one with the sticker, you look underneath or in the back. This is a tester, so it has all of the ingredients printed in the back. Oh, Emilio says hello. Hello, Emilio. How you doing, sweetie? She lost her voice because she was drinking yesterday. Just to let you know. So anyway, if you find the one with the sticker, made in Italy, produced by Euro Italia, buy it. You will not regret it. It is amazing. It is so timeless. It's so beautiful. The formulations that Procter & Gamble made posthumously, when Dolce & Gabbana left Euro Italia and joined forces with Procter & Gamble, you know, Dolce & Gabbana Pour Homme was produced in Germany, then in Great Britain, in England, in the UK. It just wasn't the same thing. Now Shiseido bought them or struck a deal with them, and the new bottles are made in France. The liquid should be made in France as well, but I don't know how the quality is, because still when you go out to perfumeries, most of the testers that are out are still, you know, the liquid that was made in the UK. So they don't have the made in France testers, so I haven't tested them yet. But I have a sneaky suspicion they're never going to be even close to the actual Italian version from the 90s. Oh, it's so beautiful. Like, this thing is amazing. From the bottle design to the sticker. I don't know why they took the stickers off and just print the stuff now. To save money, I guess, because it's cheaper to just print a text on the glass rather than creating this beautiful metallic sticker that has like three-dimensional etched in pieces and prints on it. You know, I mean, these stickers tend to kind of detach after some time because the glue dries up. But I kind of like that they become like more used. You see that they lived. Okay, well, let's put it on because, you know, just like that. Ugh. Yes. Okay, so Dolce & Gabbana. How are you doing, guys? You're 16 minutes late. So, how's your day been going, guys? Let me know. Elsa says, very good catalog. Thank you. Good boy, Mike. Hello, Dacob. Where can I watch the show? Okay, so, Good boy, Mike, you should go on the I'm right now at the DOLCEGABBANA.com. Actually, it's spelled Dolce Gabbana without the end. So it's DOLCEGABBANA.com. And literally when you open the website, like this kind of repetition, Patricia says hi. Hi, Patricia. This repetition kind of loop of them announcing their Queen of Hearts. Their Queen of Hearts collection coming live streaming at 2 p.m. So I guess the live stream will begin there. But if anybody has a better idea where to watch it, let me know, and then I'll switch to something else. They're 17 minutes late. We're getting annoyed, aren't we? We want to get it over with. We want to see the show. Yes. So, let me read the commentos. Patricia says hi. Hi, Patricia. So, nobody's writing anything. How's your Sunday going? Nothing. How is your Saturday going? Depending where you are in the world. Is anybody already in Monday? I don't think Monday has happened yet. Stefan Kerebik says, quick opinion about Versace reunion. Oh, Stefan, listen. I'm going to make a a video just on that. So stay tuned. There will be a Versace, not reunion, but a Versace tribute video. And of course, the reunion of the top models. Yes, I will make a video for sure. For sure. Yes. Emilio says, very boring. They're voting today in Germany. Did you vote, Emilio? Are you German? Did you vote? How does it work? I guess you can only vote if you're German, right? Stefan sends a heart. Heart back to you. Here you go. Cadell says, I just made honey marinated steak, so my Sunday's going pretty well. Oh, that's delish. I had a brownie because before, okay, this is something I got to tell you guys. Like, before I begin the live streams, I need a lot of energy because, I mean, okay, my voice is a little bit down, but I need to, it takes a lot of carbs, like, out of your brain. You have to focus a lot when you're live streaming, especially because, like, you know, no space for hiccups. So I need that sugar in advance. So I had a brownie. And I usually have a brownie before I begin. Or like a tea with a lot of honey. A lot of honey. I basically just make the tea so that I could ingest the honey. And then, you know, that's how the cookie crumbles. But yeah. But steak would be great. Later, maybe. Emilio loves brownies. I love them too. Oh, so Emilio says, okay, so Emilio is not German, he just lives, okay, so you can't vote today then. Algo doggy Pico blog. I am still in bed, lazy day. Lucky you. I'm in the bunker, as you can see, cement all around me, and we're getting ready. Oh wait, is it ready? Dolce Gabbana, they're late. But we're not late. We're on time. So yeah, brownies. Okay, so yeah, Amelia, I was going to tell you. So there's a lot of different, like, brands. Like, I think there's, like, this thing about brownies. They're producing brownies, like, all these famous brands, like Ferrero, Milka, you know, these, like, major, Nestle. They're all making brownie variations that you can buy just like that, packaged already. And Milka has a new type of brownie. You can't find it everywhere. It's super hard to hunt down. But it's so soft and it's not too sweet. But it has little tiny bits that are a bit harder, chunkier to chew on, and some stuff that's super fluffy and soft. I just love it. Like, love, love, love it. And I'm addicted to those little tiny brownies. And they're, like, packaged in these tiny little bags. So you have the feeling you're just eating a little bit, but you end up eating like 10 of them, of course. So it's all an illusion. You think you're, like, doing something. You're eating less carbs, but then, like, you know. So you try those and let me know what you think. I like that they're not too sugary sweet. Jasmine says, hello, darling. Hey, sweetie, how you doing? Are you ready for Dolce & Gabbana, Fendi and Madonna? I wonder why they're so late. Jasmine says, I'm addicted to the mini caramel shortcakes. Ooh. I mean, listen, caramel I can handle when it's not solidified. Like, you know when caramel candies are, like, too chunky and hard, and then, like, they stick to all your teeth. I don't like that. But when something, like, tastes of caramel, and caramel is super soft and smooth, then I love it. Emilia says, I have tried the Milka ones. They're great. I usually get the €150 ones from Lidl. So you like the ones? Yeah, they're amazing, the little Milka ones. I think they're super cute. And then when you like open them, they have like these layers. You see the layers from the top to bottom. They go from like a crusty top to these beautiful brown hues and dark black. And then at the bottom there again, like you have that the bottom part that's lighter and slightly more compact. Oh, they really know their shit. They know how to make those brownies. And they just make you addicted. Cadell says, Lidl now has Nutella bars. Oh, Nutella Be Ready? Yeah, I tried those. I didn't like them, though. But it's cheaper to just buy grissini sticks and dip them in Nutella. That is so true. But this, like, Be Ready Nutella, let me tell you, because it's too bready and dry and crunchy, kind of, and there's, like, too little chocolate on the inside. I don't know. I think it was a flop. And also because they look, like, so naked, like, from the outside. They're not covered with anything. They just look like Rissinis. I was like, put the chocolate on top. Put the chocolate inside, too. Joseph says, I wish I get to meet you one day. Well, at least we managed now to meet virtually, and you never know. Maybe one day it happens. Patricia says, when does the show start? Can you link? The show is late, actually, Patricia. It was supposed to begin 23 minutes ago, and I'm watching it literally on their website, DOLCEGABBANA.com. And when you turn on the website, kind of, they're like commercial, their ad for the live stream starts playing in loop. You have the Queen of Hearts from the cards like blinking at you. So, yeah. Stefan says, did you order vintage from Real? No, I didn't. Life of a Stranger, pretzel stick Nutella is everything. Yes. Oh my God. So like the salty and the sweet mixed together. Love it. I love to mix salty and sweet in general. And also, sometimes I like to mix, like for example, you know kumquats? This is such a stupid thing, I know. Kumquats. Does anybody know kumquats? A little tiny, they look like little tiny oranges, but they're like little, like this. And then you actually eat the shell as well, the outer shell. You're not supposed to peel them. And then the outer shell is sweet. Yeah, eat the skin. Yeah, Jasmine. Jasmine says, yeah, you eat the skin. Yeah. So you eat the skin, and the skin is sweet, but on the inside is like super acidy. Oh, I love that contrast, you know? When you like bite into them first, you get that sweet stuff, and then you get that acidy stuff, and you're like, ooh. It's such a it's like a roller coaster ride. And you're like, ooh. And you just want to eat more of them, but they're so little, so you eat too much, and then it's all too acidy. But so I like to mix those with chocolate. It's weird, but not chocolate like hard chocolate. It also has to be something like Nutella, you know, like a fluid type of chocolate, because the hard chocolate then after something so acidy doesn't taste sweet at all anymore, and it feels bad to chew it apart into little bits. So yeah, more like the liquid chocolate. You know what the difficult thing is about live streaming runway shows, because they're so late, then basically the length of our video becomes so long that people are scared to click on it later on, because like the show is late now 20 minutes, and when the show actually begins, people might be, you know how people are, they have absolutely no attention span or patience. They're going to be like, why didn't you say that the actual part where you're reviewing the show begins 30 minutes after the video begins? I'm like, well, I can't help it if Mr. Domenico and Stefano Gabbana decided to be late with their show. I mean, probably, you know how it's going to be. Oh, wait, Amina says, speaking of sweet and salty, I love eating watermelon with white cheese and bread. Oh, wow. Well, I love cheese and grapes, but that's easy one. But watermelon and white cheese and bread, that sounds like something I have to try. Cadelis, I used to draw jack-o'-lantern faces onto kumquats with edible marker and eat them for Halloween. Oh, that's funny. Goodbye Mike says, here in Poland, there's still many bottles of Euroitalia available for like 100 euros, 125 ml. But listen, be careful, because there are a lot of fakes in Poland as well. So be very careful how the bottle is made, how the stickers look like, how the font is spelled out. Jasmine says green and black milk chocolate. Green chocolate? What's green chocolate? Like green tea chocolate? With sea salt? Do you have that? It might be a UK brand. My mom does watermelon and onion salad. Perfect. Oh, wow. Watermelon and onion? I have to try that too. Lumina says, hi, Dacob from Japan. Hi, Lumina. Konnichiwa. So, listen. Oh, it hasn't started yet. Darn. But wait. Darn. I wanted to say something and then, like, I lost my... Of course I lost it. I'm hungover, guys. I forgot. What was I saying? Something before Poland. I don't know. But whatever. How's it going? I'm like in a loop. Welcome to all of you who are just tuning in right now. We're about to watch the Dolce Gabbana live stream of their Spring-Summer 18 fashion show. Shall we be shady? Yes, why not? Because that's the fun of it all. We're not going to deliver the drama. Oh, drama. That's what I wanted to say. Probably one of the reasons why they're late is because all of these designers and these fashion brands are using this frickin' Gigi Hadid, whatever the heck her name is, so annoying, like a constructed artificial thing that became a frickin' fashion model, and she like tends to close all the shows. So you could imagine she's done with one show, she has to rush off to the second venue for another show. And if one show is a little bit late, she's going to be late for the other show. And if she's their key and clue figure, you know, they got to get her into makeup and prep her and blah, blah, blah. Thachar says, I hate Gigi and Kardashian model. Ugh. Don't get me started. It's, you know, at the end of the day, I think it's good that they're there because they really represent the decay and the fall and the downfall of our frickin' society. Emilio doesn't know her. You know Hadid. Come on, Emilio. I know you know her. And guys, if you like, you know, if you really want to be shady and you go and you check like her pics from before her operations and after, actually, you think there's hope for everybody because everybody can turn into a model after really good surgery. Emilio's joking. I know you were. Elsa says, totally agree. Gigi Hadid is so boring. Tushar says, Mariah Carey reference, lol. Really? Did I reference Mariah Carey? Oh, by the way, Jasmine, I couldn't believe Chanel promoting a load of celeb kids as models. Jasmine, don't get me started on it. It makes me so furious. Oh my God, they're 30 minutes late. Okay, so I was out with a couple of friends of mine yesterday, and there was a lot of, you know, drinking and stuff, which I do very rarely, but it was a special occasion because we didn't see each other for many years, and so... Listen to this, Emilio, listen, Emilio, particularly you, because I know you're like Madonna fan too. So one of my friends at one point was like, oh my God, because at one point I was so drunk, all I would be saying to people was like, oh, where did you get that? And I just look at them, you know, with that bitchy Madonna face, like, look it up. I just kept repeating, look it up. I was in a freaking loop. And then my friend said, okay, let me give you a quote that actually really is cool. And now I forgot the quote. But actually, he also distorted the quote. The word, she begins the quote with power, but he turned it into strength. And I prefer the version with the strength. So it goes something like this. And I thought it was spot on. Because we were talking relationships, we're talking solitude, people being single, not being single, sexuality, you know, all of the shebang you talk about with friends when you're out and about in the city. So it was like this. Strength is when you survive loving someone who doesn't love you back. Now, Madonna used the word power, but power is a bit too arrogant for me. I don't think that's power. I think that it shows strength. Like you survive. You survive the fact that you love someone who does not love you back. And that's true strength. Getting through that, you know, and becoming a better person through that, because oh my God, it's happened to me so many times. So, Madge, I know what you were talking about there. But anyway, you know what I mean? I thought that was a really cool quote. It's like much better. Amelia says that's a great quote, right? It's much better than, you know, just her being shady on TV saying, look it up and it's reductive and blah, blah, blah. You know, and also I love when she, you know, in her sex book, she says, rejection is the greatest aphrodisiac. I think that's true too in many respects, because If you're really into someone and then they start rejecting you, then you're like even more into them because the desire is even stronger. You know what I mean? Jasmine says, yeah, I needed to hear it this morning. Yeah, give me 5, girl. Bam. No, but Jasmine, seriously. Tashara's like been there, done that, right? But guys, honestly, like that is the true strength. I mean, you get over it, right? And the fact that you get over it, the fact that it's like, okay, I acknowledge the fact that you're not into me. You don't want to be with me. You don't like me. And the tendency is when somebody makes you understand that they don't want you, what is the first mistake? Oh shit, the show is beginning. Let me quick tell you, the show is beginning. Let me just quick say, what is the first mistake we make? We start thinking there's something wrong with us. We think they don't want to be with us because something is wrong with us. Then you start questioning yourself and you're like, what did I do wrong? Why am I so ugly? Why don't they think I'm pretty? And it's wrong. It's bullshit. It's not about you. It is really about them. You know what I mean? And I hate falling into that trap all the time. Like, oh, okay, what can I change about me to make them like me again? Wrong approach. What y'all's got to do in that moment is just say, ba-ba, 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 ba-ba. And you just move on. Seriously, because that's done. You can't change them. And they're going to be douchebags anyway at the end of the day. Okay, so basically... Okay, so there's some... Ugh, I hate this song. So there's some crappy pop song playing on their runway. And the runway is like there. And it's all blackened out. So it's about to begin. We have cards moving around. Jasmine says, yeah, true. Bye-bye, ba-ba. Yeah, ba-ba, ba-ba, ba-ba. Cadell is like, same, I hate that song. Right, Cadell? Yes, you say, girl. I hate that. I hate all of these, like, that. This is already a bad omen. If their pre-show begins with this song, ugh. I hate it. It's such a douchebag song. Tashara says, I can't hear listening to you. Okay, well, don't listen to it. Better. But Tashara, can you see the actual image? Like their back screen? They're trying to make it very Madonna concert-esque. They have their digital screen of cards flipping, and they have a huge long runway, and they have like a stadium-sized audience left and right, seated everywhere. Everything is red lit. Tashara says, yep, okay, you can see it. Good. So people are fanning themselves because it's relatively hot in there. They're soon going to turn on. Amelia says that's one atrocious song. Yes, atrocious doesn't even begin to describe how atrocious the atrocious song is. So, okay, but we're not at the show yet, so let's not get all too shady. Oh, why not? Listen, the fun thing about a Sunday is that you get to, like, spill out all the poisons that you collected during the week. Look at my beard. I have to shave a little. This is all a mess. My little hairs. I have like patches. My beard isn't like really a full beard. I have sometimes some of my subscribers telling me like, Dacob, your beard isn't a full beard, so you should shave it. I'm like, well, it's what nature gave me. What can I do? It is what it is. I'm not going to like fake it to make it. Patricia says, can you show us your outfit? Oh yeah, sure. So this is my outfit, guys. It's the Dolce Gabbana Spring Summer 15 Passion of Christ heart thingamajiggy. I thought it would kind of match the theme of today with the Queen of Hearts. And then I have these like Y3 Fall Winter 14 Tron inspired pants. That's my outfit. And Dolce Gabbana reading glasses. Because when she has a hangover, she's kind of a little bit blind. Okay. Oh, so they zoomed into the background of the show, of the catwalk, and we have all the cards flipping. Emilia, don't you think it's just going to be like Madonna popping out of there any moment? It seems like one of her concerts. Tashara says, okay, I'm seeing the card flipping. Yeah. Queen of Hearts. That is a Madonna song called Queen of Hearts, too. Okay, yeah, cards flipping. Yeah, so this is the outfit, basically. And these are all applications. It's all kind of hand-attached, and then you have this... wait, let me put something under my butt so I can be a bit higher, because I'm sinking deeper and deeper. What? What is my other website telling me? Okay, the other website is telling me 36 minutes, 37 minutes late. Patricia says, any thoughts before the show? What to expect? I think we're going to get this stuff, like tacky. And I think this is tacky. Mind you, this is from a long time ago, but I don't even know why I have this. But I kind of like it, though, the red and the black. But I think it's going to be similar to this, except they're going to have a lot more stitchings going on, a lot more patchwork going on. It's going to be a lot of lace, a lot of pearls, beaded stuff, a lot of, you know, glitzy stuff. Tacky as F-U-C-K. I could get shadier, but I don't want to offend anybody, so I ain't going to go too far. But I'm not expecting the elegance. Do me a favor. After this show, on YouTube, it's available on YouTube. Go check their, not the D&G, but the pure Dolce Gabbana Fall Winter 1995 Pret-a-Porter show. With Isabella Rossellini, with Kate Moss, Naomi Campbell. Doesn't matter the models, the clothes. That was the Dolce Gabbana I loved. So compare that one to this one after this one is over. And you're going to see what I mean by how amazing they were back in the 90s and how tacky they've become today. I'm hoping for something not tacky, but already by seeing how these cards are designed on this backdrop and everything is flipping and turning and looks like a pop concert, I'm not expecting much. Anita says, hi, Dacob. Wearing any D&G fragrance? Yes. Hi, Anita. So you just tuned in. You didn't see me put it on. Yes, I'm wearing this one today. Like maybe 10 minutes ago, I sprayed it on in the video. Goodbye, Mike. It seems kind of like theme from Alice in Wonderland movie. A little bit. Patricia says, haha, so true. Yeah, but, you know, to each their own, I say. Some people like things other people don't like. We're not here to debate. I personally just can speak for myself. I love it when they did their sleek style, when they really, really paid attention to quality over quantity. And lately, they're just quantity and not so much quality. And also, when they were very much inspired by Luchino Visconti movies, by the Sicilian elegance of the early 50s, Anna Magnani, an incredible actress, they were inspired by her as well. And Isabella Rossellini was walking down their runways. It was just magical, you know. Now it's like, I mean, listen, give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe they're going to turn it around, but just look at their website at the moment. Check out what they're selling online in their online shop. And a lot of it is very tacky. Anita says, nice one. You are lucky to have that retro bottle. Yeah, I hunt these down. This is a tester. I'm always on the lookout for them. I stock up. This is incredible. Made in Italy. The one and only with the sticker. It smells so beautiful. But Anita, did you ever smell it? The actual one with the Made in Italy version? It's amazing. And so, you know, there's a certain type of like class and elegance and a feeling for deep-rooted tradition that is Sicily. And they nailed that to a T back in the 90s. But right now I have the feeling it's all become very... Oh, it's all become like exploitation of that culture rather than respecting that culture. You know the difference? So, but I see like here they have the workers and the helpers taking off the carpet from the runway to clear the runway. The lights are dimming, guys. It's about to begin. Okay, are you ready for the shade? Another crappy song playing in the background. It's Sunday, as I said. We have to let go of the toxins of the week. We're letting go of the toxins, so let's try to say something positive too. Anita says, no, I've only tried the ones I can only imagine how divine that must smell. I love watching your videos while working on my papers. Perfect Sunday. Oh, that's so sweet of you. Thank you. Tushar says, say it like you mean it, girl. Cadelis, they don't need to dim the lights. The shade will be brought from this stream anyway. Oh my God, don't make me lose the last bit of my voice. The shade of it all. I only see like a guy in the front row, like two guys, like old elderly two guys, and I can only see their two heads because they have no hair on their heads. So they're like reflecting the spotlight. That's so cute. You know, it's like those two old guys from the Muppet Show that always critique everything that they do at the Muppet Show. Do you see them? Like they're relatively down here in the video. It really looks like those two guys from the Muppet Show. Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, it's the two guys from the Muppets. Cadell is like, yes, look at them. Do you see them? They're like spotlights. What Waldorf and Statler, I think, are their names. Don't ask me how that came out of my brain right now. I'm surprised too. Emilio, you cannot deal with the music. Just turn it down. I turned the music down too. It's atrocious. Tashara says, yeah, it's low. Oh my God, Waldorf and Statler are in the audience, guys. The Muppets are in the house. Joseph says, yes, I see them, lol. Because I was like, after the show, they'll be like, that wasn't half bad. You're right. It was all bad. Oh, that's so typical. They always say that shit in the Muppet Show. Gabrielle and I'm thrilled to be here live with you all. Oh, thank you so much. There, that counts as saying something positive. Peace. 45 minutes late, Patricia says. Okay, music changed. They're choreographing the camera movements. You see the camera's kind of starting to move. Okay, let's see the opening look. That's always important. We want to see how they're going to set the tone, how they're going to set the pace. What is their statement? I fell asleep. What is your statement, guys? Come on. Oh my God, they're making us wait until the cows come home. I ain't got all day, boo. I gotta get my Sunday going on, you know? I got stuff to do, like, I don't know, go back to sleep. This already, to me, they're taking themselves too seriously. Stefan says the music is much better. Yeah, it is much better, but still. No, it's not much better. That intro was okay, but now we're back to bad music. Okay, so the models are getting ready. They're positioning themselves. Okay, we're going to have a static image of all of them together at once the lights go on. They're making us wait until the Hadids come home. Oh my God. Till the Hadids come running home with their bells around their necks. Okay, so this is a cliche look that we're used to from Dolce & Gabbana in the late years. You know, putting crowns on the models' heads. Very decadent. But we have some classic Dolce & Gabbana themes running here. Like at Pierre's, the beautiful inside out, you know, underwear. I don't mind that. I really don't mind that. Okay, so this is, I'm okay with the first look. This is classic Dolce & Gabbana. This could have been something from the 90s. Except for the socks and the shoes. That's, I mean, no. But this is fine. We're fine with this. This is beautiful, old school Dolce & Gabbana. This is okay. We're loving it. It's classic. They're repeating their... The second one is a bit too corseted, a bit too much detail there, but also nice. The wind machine is tragic. The wind machine makes it all bad. Oh, very bad connection. Do you guys still see me? Or hear me at least? Darn, I gotta check to... Oh, my internet is tragedy. Oh, no, it seems like it's okay. Okay, good. You see me. Yeah, great, great. All right, so we have a lot of these black, like total black looks are always very Dolce & Gabbana. You know, it's something they never go wrong with. The wind machine, I'm not really liking. Like that Beyonce effect is not really necessary. It's just adding yet another layer that you don't need really. The stripy total look here, yeah, I don't know. Oh, look at all the lace. Oh, her hair is beautiful. She looks very Sicilian. I'm loving that. The next one, too much going on there. The one after that with the kind of transparency, see-through, also good, but the wind machine is not. Okay, the black looks are gone. And with the black looks, for me, I think the show ended. Because now we get the tackiness. Look at that. Cars in her hair. Florals. Trying to imitate Andy Warhol with the cans of soup, but not Campbell's soup, on the printed on the skirt. Okay, cards all over the dress. Now, Dolce & Gabbana know how to do very beautiful floral prints. They're good at that. But the card prints, I'm not feeling. And all of those tacky costume jewelry additions, too much. The little lunchbox theme of those little bags with 1,001 ornaments. We've seen it in the past from them. Okay, now they're doing a little bit of Moschino with like a chandelier bag. Or maybe it's not even a bag, maybe it just is a tiny little chandelier. Those floral glasses have been done in the past. This is kind of an interesting look. A little bit kind of reminiscent Brazilian, African, and Sicilian with the hat, you know, very 60s. It's distracting at this point. Somebody says, yes. But you see what I'm thinking here is that they're trying really hard to appeal to different types of cultures and markets at the same time. So they're trying to play it very clever so that, you know, the tastes are satisfied from the Koreans, from the Russians, from the Middle East, from the Europeans, from the Americans. You know, there's a little bit of for everybody. Oh, I'm loving those sunglasses. Look at those card sunglasses. I mean, they're tacky, but... I mean, they're very tacky, but you know I collect sunglasses. Oh, the other ones with the petals, I like them. Their live streaming gets stuck. Is it only for me? No, for me the live stream is still going. But I think they're trying to appeal to a variety of different markets. Amina says, "Love on the Brain" by Rihanna is a great song. But you know, I think at the same time, as we say when you go to a restaurant, you don't want to go to a restaurant where the menu is miles and miles long. Because if there's too much on the menu, you know something is wrong. You like a restaurant where there's a selected small amount of things on the menu because you know they're in rotation. They keep making that and people keep eating it. You know it's fresh. I'm having a little bit of the vibes here on the Dolce & Gabbana runway that the menu is too long. There's a variety of different tastes and dishes, and it's too much. So I cannot focus on one particular theme, but I rather have to pick out some piece that I like. And it's not that I don't want to need to do that. I want to have one structure. So, Cadell says, "Oh my God, that model had a wonderful smile." Jasmine says, "They do what they do well." Listen, what they do well is actually casting this time around. I'm loving the faces of the models. Even this one, she seems a bit depressed, but she's still very beautiful. Oh, she's trying to be flirty with her little Heidi-inspired dress. Okay, when they start putting bows and crowns and all this stuff, it's so tacky. Because I'm like, self-proclaimed royalty is usually the opposite of it. Oh, this pinky look, I can see this on the red carpet. This like androgynous, you know, somebody could pull it off for sure. Yeah, floral patterns are always good, but they just put too many layers on top with the chains, the necklaces, the beaded parts, the glitter, the glamour, the glitz. I love orange, like this dress here, but I just love orange. I'm a sucker for orange, so when I see something orange, I usually kind of let it go. Patricia says, The jackets are too good, even if they are super embellished. Yeah, the tailoring seems very nice. Here's another black look. I mean, not the white look. I mean, the black model with the white dress. I mean, the white model with the black dress. Oh my God, contrasts. So this is something they also know how to do very well, with these perforations, and also a Sicilian tradition, you know. So then we got orange, bronzy, gold, glitzy stuff with earrings in the shape of fruits. They look like kaki fruits, or were they oranges? Leggings. Okay, this is an interesting combination. Leggings and a silk blouse on top. Very strange combo. The crowns kind of keep pushing me out because you kind of focus on them, and then that detracts the attention from the clothes. Oh, I'm loving this kind of kimono aspect, kind of pajama-esque dress with the cards printed all over it. That's not bad. But the look right after that I don't really like. Black background for flowers, they do that quite well. Here again, the Queen of Hearts with the crown, and okay, it's very Alice in Wonderland. The glitzy leggings with the crazy sunglasses. I mean, it's playful. We can't like just, you know, it's okay. Perhaps not really wearable on a day-to-day basis, but it's okay. Oh, I love when they make jackets like this out of flowers. This. Oh, but it's only the sleeve though. It's not a jacket. Okay, then I'm not so sure anymore about it. But the vest, that was a cool one. Oh my God, those hand sunglasses. They're fabulous. Jeremy Scott did hand sunglasses already with Linda Farrow a couple of years back, but they were different. They had a different shape, the hands. A little bit of a harem look with this turquoise look. The crowns are really tacky, Emilio says. Yeah, they are. Oh, here's one. This is hooker chic. The black look with the knee-high stockings. I love this colorful dress, like jacket with the heart in the back. It's beautiful. Oh my God, those disco ball earrings. You lose your ears at the end of the night, not just the earrings. Oh, the Pilot overall. That is very Ziggy Stardust. Oh, I love the overall. That is so David Bowie. Goldfish. Well, that's kind of cute too. But I don't like the shoulder, you know, the little puffy, reminiscent of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Okay, so this kind of mauve, purpley, glitzy look, that is too blogger, vlogger kind of, you know, no, it's just too, we've seen it too many times. We don't need that again. That's like a look they should have edited out, in my opinion. Oh, models almost collide. That was amazing. They should have really hit each other. Here's another overall look. Oh my God, the DG glasses. Tacky as F, but I'm loving it. You know, they're one of the, together with Gianni, they were one of those that initiated logomania. As tacky as that is, you got to give him credit for being one of the first who did it. So I let it pass. The D&G glasses are kind of cool, as a reference to the past more than to a fashion statement piece of today. Well, look at her flow in the wind with her roses and the strawberry earrings. You know, at the end of the day, I think this is much better in terms of like tackiness and combination of different looks and structures and patterns and textiles. I prefer this to the Alessandro Michele Gucci kind of texturing. It's different what he does, I know. But I have more, if we could talk respect, I have more respect for this. Oh, look at that blazer, the polka dot, amazing. Polka dots is also one of their themes. You know, Valentino is famous for his particular red. One of the things Dolce & Gabbana are famous for are their polka dots. And I always love their polka dot pieces, even though they don't show many. This time around, I've only seen one piece with the polka dots. Look at this, the feathers from the bird of paradise. And then we got, is that a little tiny parakeet or a canary? A little canary dress is cute. We're two peas in a pod, aren't we? Yes, we are, sassy. Look at all those veggies. You gotta eat your veggies, people, to stay healthy. Papagena, what did they do to you? Cadell says. Oh yeah, girl. Yeah, wear 3 bags on the runway. Show us the decadence. A little bit of Torero-inspired kitsch. That's a bit of a Spanish reference right there for you. Again, cards, cards, cards. I'm not really liking too much the cards embellished with all of the strass and paillettes. Oh, cabbage. Here's a Cabbage Patch Kid. I love this one just because it has the Cabbage Patch reference. And because it has orange. I would take off the bow. I'm not liking the bow. Here's another Queen of Hearts. Meh. So they mixed fruits, vegetables, cards, and cultures from Brazil to Africa to Sicily. Like, it's a potpourri. It's a clash of different things, guys. Like, let's say it for what it is. Now we're going to have, I guess, all of them running through one last time. Unless there's not a surprise in store for us. The music is tragic again. Or not. Okay, here they come. You see what I mean? How beautiful it is when you just have these black looks all together. That's amazing. That's a good statement. And they used to do this back in the 90s. They began with this type of procedure. Most of their shows would end with this kind of lingerie kind of aspect at the end of the show where the models all just dressed in black and run one last time down the runway. And it's such a beautiful image. I love how they keep that simple, that still today they do that. That is good for them. They should have taken the crowns off their heads, but good that they did that. Okay, and now they're walking back as well. Okay, you can walk back if it makes you happy. Let's see how Stefano and Domenico are dressed. That's something to also, you know, that tells us also a lot about the show. Okay, so they're all going to stand on these little tiny pedestals, mini stages for one total shot, which is going to be probably all over social media once they are all in position. And then Stefano and Domenico should be coming out, I guess, from the right side. Okay, models clapping. Did anybody see Gigi Hadid? I don't think she was in this show. Here they are. I was right. They came in from the right. L'amore è bellezza. Love is beauty. Okay, girl, if you say so. Okay, bye. Bye, 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 bye. All right. Okay, so let's get to the comments. What did you guys think? Let me read what y'all said. Anita says, I wonder how many kidneys you must sell to afford one of these pieces. Well, I don't think we have enough kidneys that we can sell to afford these pieces. Emilia says, yes, Katie. You mean like Katy Perry? You are done. Patricia says, yes, fruits and veggies. They want to become vegan friendly. Emilia says, this one was more underwhelming than the Moschino one. Tashara says, I kind of liked it. I don't know if this one was more underwhelming than the Moschino one. You think it was? The hair is underwhelming. Anyway, I had no time to prep. So you're going to get a punk version of Super D. Cadell, not as bad as I thought, but not inspiring. All right. Yeah, I would say, I would also agree with you. I don't think it was as bad as I thought it was going to be. I think it wasn't that inspiring because literally what they're doing here, I have the feeling, is just recycling the themes and the styles and the concepts that they've been showing us for the past couple of seasons, really. It's not that we had an addition of something totally new, mind-blowing. Yeah, they have some cute sunglasses, but then again, you know, with sunglasses, you can't really go that wrong. You either make a basic model sunglass that you know you're going to sell a lot, or you make some runway piece that's crazy, good for editorial purposes, but you're going to sell maybe 10 of them. And the clothes themselves, we were used to those cuts. We're used to that empire type of look, you know, in particular for the looks where the waistline is brought all the way up to the breast, and then you have the small breast area, and then you usually have like these, you know, little poofy shoulders. That's kind of something we're so used to from them, and it's very decadent. It's a very decadent way of dealing with fashion because it shows empire, and empire, you know, it ain't really very people friendly, you know. So yeah, but the opening, this kind of hooker chic with the black negligees and stuff like that, that we love. But that's Dolce & Gabbana since the 90s, so of course that's not innovation, but I'm happy that they stay true to that heritage line, to that classic aspect of their styles. Mia says, they keep recycling those church interior prints and those crowns. I know, that's so annoying. Hyper Hollow Archangel says, it was just very disappointing overall. Reduce, reuse, recycle. True. Patricia says, the Sicilian vibe wasn't as prominent. It was in the beginning. The opening was very Sicilian, and then you have like some of those fruits like grow in Sicily and are then distributed, you know, through Italy and the rest of Europe. So there is like touch and hints of Sicily vibes, but overall it was also, you know, as I said before, I have the feeling a lot of it was made really for markets in particular parts of the world where certain type of cultures are attracted to certain type of design, so they want to ensure themselves profit, which is clever from a marketing point of view, but I wonder, what do you leave behind? You got to think also 10 years ahead. Do you just want to earn the money today, to have the money today, or do you want to be able to say 10 years from now when you look back and be proud of what you did, also on an aesthetic, you know, artistic level? Like, you got to ask yourself that question. But I guess if you're like a multi-millionaire or billionaire, you think about things in a different way. Maybe certain things are not as important to you as other things are. I don't know. I always think in terms of something that the world and culture can inherit from you in the future. But a lot of people that are rich don't think in those terms. They think in terms of, how do I get wealthy now as much as possible without thinking about repercussions for the future. In terms of fashion, I think what they're lacking in this collection is a projection towards the future. It's very in the now, in the quick. And the only aspect that's projected in the future maybe is the opening scene with all the black classic Dolce & Gabbana pieces, but we know those already from the past, so I don't know. Brent V. Pacifico Urban says, you look great. Whip Nene your hair. Oh yeah, it's all falling apart. Thank you so much. Well, I mean, I'm hungover because yesterday was a night. So I feel everything but, I mean, I feel fabulous, you know, like fab type of fabulous, when you're just like lingering on throughout the day and you're a bit slowed down. That's what I feel. But at the same time, I also feel like there's a part of me missing. It's somewhere else in the bunker, and I have to go look for it in a little while. Samantha says, may I ask if you will be buying something new January 1st? Well, my not buying new stuff ban is lifted in January 2018. And I might be buying something. I might not. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe. Maybe. You never know, you know, if there's something that really catches my attention and makes me fall in love with it, yeah, I'm going to buy it. Otherwise, I won't. I think, you know, buying less is really, it feels good. It just feels good. It just makes you more conscious of a lot of things going around in the world. Because at the end of the day, guys, you know, even if you buy something, and this is a scary thought, but let's share it together for a second. Even if you buy something, you don't own it. You only have it, it's like you're borrowing it, or it's on lease. Because we're going to die one day. So everything you buy, it's not yours. It's going to outlive you, you know, the bag you buy, the glasses, the whatever. Once you're gone, this is going to either fall into somebody else's hands, somebody's going to steal it, or somebody's going to inherit it, somebody's going to resell it. Somebody might just throw it away because they don't like it like you loved it and treasured it and cherished it. So everything is just on loan. Everything. And you got to see it that way. And once you start seeing objects and things that way, you realize you don't need anything. You just need to be yourself and happy in the moment that you are in right now. So, to translate that to our situation here, what makes me extremely happy is to be talking to you, chatting with you, interacting with you, making this as interactive as possible. That's the pleasure of life. Not, you know, buying a lot of material. Because it just gives you temporary satisfaction. But this is interaction that actually feeds the soul, because we exchange thoughts, opinions, you know, and we grow together that way. And to me, it's very fascinating. And I know I repeat myself a lot, and I say this in many videos. I say it, but I'll never stress enough to repeat this. It's like this campfire where we, you know, our ancestors used to sit around, and the most knowledgeable ones, or the ones with most experience, would kind of sing and chant songs to the younger generations, and they would transmit to them the past, you know, the heritage, the tradition of the families and of the tribes. I envision our YouTube experience a little bit like that, in terms of we are all the experience, not just, you know, like me talking to you. You're chatting with me, and that's why I want to have these live streams. I learn a lot from you. And our campfire is this YouTube platform, and then we get to exchange so much through it. And there's a lot of potential for it. Now, I know that most of the videos that on YouTube and in general in the world, the ones that go viral are the silly ones. Mostly it's the ones that don't really have the content, but they have an enormous entertainment potential. And those are the ones that go viral. The second you become somewhat educational, you know, people get scared of it. They kind of back off, and they don't want to interact or participate, which is a pity, because those are the ones that actually give you the most at the end of the day. It's also great to watch those other videos where you can laugh and just let go. And I'm not saying that every video that's educational also has to be so heavy and a burden to watch. But I do believe when we have an authentic and respectful exchange, that's when we grow. Those are things that are worthwhile. That's what makes life fun. You know, going out and buying an object gives you a limited pleasure in that moment. And yeah, of course, it's lovely to receive compliments, people telling you, I love your sweater, or I love how you smell, I love your perfume. It does make you feel like, oh, I made the right choice because somebody is telling me that the choice I made was a good one, you know? But that's, again, a big mistake. Just like when we were talking before the show, we were talking about, oh, Jasmine says you have created a community, not just entertainment. Thank you so much, Jasmine. That really warms my heart to hear that. What I was saying before about relationships, and I said, you know, if somebody's rejecting you, the biggest mistake we always make is we start thinking, oh, okay, something's wrong with me. What can I change about myself to make that person like me? But there's nothing you can change about yourself that's going to make that person like you. If they don't want you in their life, they don't want you in their life. Similar with clothes and stuff. You buy something and you get a compliment on the street, and then you start thinking, okay, I should buy more of this because it's going to give me more compliments. But that's the wrong approach. You don't want to please others. You have to be content with yourself. And if a compliment comes along, more power to you, you know, good for you. But don't make it about the compliment. Don't. The compliment is a framework to something much deeper that you're already initiated, that you are already a part of, that you're already activating inside of your life. So at the end of the day, the real question is not whether or not I'm going to start purchasing new fashion again from 2018. The question is, how will I decide to go upon buying anything, really, you know, in the future? I have the feeling that my choices have become much more conscious, and I think things through. You know, there's less of consuming something just for the mere sake of consuming it. Like, oh my God, I've seen that on the runway. I've seen it in Vogue. I've seen some other editorials. I think the piece is amazing. I have to own it now. The second I say that, that means that the marketing strategies of those brands have worked on me, and they've triggered certain patterns inside of me that have hooked me to that piece. And now I have to have it. I don't have to have anything. I have to very much distinguish between what I want, what I think I want, and what I need. It's very difficult to really understand the difference between those, and sometimes we lose ourselves when we think that what we want is what we need. But that's not the case. Very, very, very rarely is it the case where what we want is also what we need. You know, stupid example, but a concrete one is you need to eat to survive. You need food to survive. You can also want food. You know, you could want something tasty. So, but then again, you have to distinguish between, okay, you don't need to eat the strawberry now, even if you're craving strawberry. You need food. I mean, bread will also keep you alive, right? So, does it need to be the strawberry? Yeah, you need certain vitamins from time to time, but you need the food, and you want the food. So that's a good example. But did I need this sweater? No. I wanted it, but I didn't need it. Not at all. So, Debbie, Invisible Girl 422 in the house. Hi, Debbie, how you doing? She's like, oh, I just woke up. Hi, Dacob. Oh, Debbie. By the way, it was Debbie's idea to do the live stream of Dolce Gabbana. So, Debbie, you can rewatch the show because it's over by now, the Dolce Gabbana fashion show, and then you could, like, watch this video and you could watch us reviewing it. Emilia says, absolutely true, but rich people don't think that way. When you have dinero, you need everything. Interesting. I think if you have the dinero, you don't need anything. You don't think about it. I think if you just have, I mean, look at Michael Jackson. He was very rich and he lived in his own bubble. He didn't think in terms of money. It's not like he needed everything. He just thought everything was his anyway. That's how rich he was. So if he would walk down, you know, Harrods, they would close down Harrods for him. He felt Harrods was his. So he just walks through with his kids and he's like, okay, pack that, pack that, pack that. Like, you know, it's for him, I think in his mind, it was more just like transfer it from this building to the building I live in. I want to have these objects that are mine anyway. I want to have them closer to my other home. I think like literally when you're that rich, that's the terminology you kind of think in. There's no asking how much it costs, what it is. You know what I mean? But then depends, like there's different types of rich people, obviously. But yeah. Jake says, have you tried Versace Crystal Noir fragrance? It's amazing. I miss your fragrance reviews. They are the best on YouTube. But thank you so much, Jake. Yes, I have cried. I have cried too. I actually cried. Well, I'm going to make another video on the Versace fashion show. But anyway, I have tried Crystal Noir. It's not really my fragrance. But yeah. Gabrielle and I, when we get an object that we desire, the joy of owning will never last forever. We will always want more. It's a little bit the sad truth of human nature as well. We're kind of cursed that way, that we keep longing for more. Samantha says, you're so right, less is more. Yeah, less is more, for real. I mean, human interaction and human love and relationships, that's something that really makes you feel empowered and really makes you feel good inside. Material objects make you feel good on the surface, you know. They might make you feel more safe because you're going out in the street and you're wearing this shell of something that you think makes you look important. And then you think people are going to respect you more. But people are going to be people. You know, if they're shady, they're going to hate you for having something they don't have. Or they might respect you for having something amazing that they also wish to have. Or they might respect you for having the same thing that they have. Or they might hate you because you have the same thing they have and they're very territorial and possessive about their things. You know. Debbie says, objects fill holes, we think. Yeah, and then you got to ask yourself, you know, like, how deep is that hole? You know, we don't all have to have those holes inside of ourselves. I mean, we can have, some people are really, I know a couple of people, and I'm very, very envious of them when I come across a person that is so at peace with themselves. They don't need much. They don't want much. They're just happy, purely, authentically happy. And there's no frustration there. There's no becoming bitter because they cannot afford something. You know, they don't want stuff that they cannot afford. They're not interested in it even, you know. And they're just so happy in the moment. And they rejoice in the moment. And that is something I think to myself sometimes, you got to be born with that talent innate inside of you, because it's really hard to reach that point where you are content. And you know, and when you are capable of really letting go of everything, you just let go and you enjoy in the moment. That's hard. It's hard to get to that state, really. Amelia says that's a great state of mind. It's an amazing state of mind. It's, you know, it's something that maybe in this kind of culture, you know, we could compare it to what they call nirvana. I don't, you know, I mean, that's too esoteric for me. I don't want to say it that way, but just to create a visual, it's something where you could literally just like you float slightly above the ground, you know, you're levitating because you're just so detached from these earthly needs and longings and obsessions and this kind of being slave to the objects, and you really are enjoying just being alive, sharing the moment with the ones you love. And that is so hard to reach that point. But once you do reach it, I think everything else really becomes so obsolete and unnecessary. And then you become more happy because you're free. And I think the only way to really be happy is when you are free. You know, and the concept of freedom is a complicated one in our society because we associate, you know, freedom is the opposite of slavery in many ways. But in your mind, if you know how to, you are free. No matter how much your body is in chains, nobody can chain your mind. You have to have that strength to be free inside. And once you're free in your inner world, you're free. Nothing else means anything. Someone comes and threatens you and like, I'm going to burn your Chanel bag. I'm going to destroy everything you have. But you're free inside and you're like, so? You're going to waste your energy and time to burn something and destroy it? Okay. What does that have to do with me? Nothing. How does that affect me? It doesn't. So go ahead. It makes you happy to be destructive? Go ahead. But everything comes with a price. Karma is a bitch, you know? And we love a good bitch. So, I don't believe much about the fact that we are dealt a set of cards at the beginning of our lifespan and like that's the set of cards we have. We are dealt certain cards. But also, we get to pick also certain cards. And by that I mean, you know, sometimes life does play tricks on us, and you could be born with a debilitating disease, and that's something you're born with. That's what I mean by some cards we are dealt with. But some we can alter, we could change, you know, and we gotta acknowledge that. We gotta realize that. I mean, listen, guys, like last year when I quit my job, you remember the video I made, like the video entitled "I Quit." That's it, I quit, and why I quit. I quit only from the moment on when I was aware of the fact that I'm gonna have to live with the consequences of course, having, you know, less money and all that stuff. But I could only quit from the moment when I realized, okay, now that I'm quitting, I'm actually paying the price for my freedom. And I've never been happier. I went through dark times for sure, because the soul is a very complex thing and you go through different moments and phases in life, but I'm free. And I'm very happy. This society is a capitalistic one. I'm happy to pay for my freedom. That's okay. Oh, capitalistic society, you want money for my freedom? Fine, take it. But I'm free. And I'm so happy for that. I'm so much richer because I'm free. Does that make any sense to you guys? Nobody's writing. I hope that I didn't make you all fall asleep. Like, oh God, here he goes on a tangent and like everybody's gone now. What? The shower says yes. So you fell asleep. Jack, absolutely. Cadell, everyone is happily listening. Oh, thank you guys. Emilia said we're listening to you. Okay. Yeah, no, but I'm done. I'm done. The monologue is done. Sorry, it was too long anyway. A philosophical Dacob is my favorite, says Hyper Hello Archangel. Thank you. Gabrielle, now, yes, we're here. Joseph says, still here. Thank you guys for being here. Yeah, so, I mean, you know what I mean? Like, so, yes. Yeah, just, I always I give advice to my friends and loved ones and, you know, family. If I can, I always say just really stick to your grounds. Really stick to your grounds. Life isn't easy. People are going to hate you. Some people are going to love you. If you're lucky, a couple of people are going to love you. Most of them are just going to have issues with you. But don't let that block your growth and your development. You know? Because if you let them block you, really, at the end of the day, the only person you're going to have to blame is yourself. You know, don't let the poison of other people get to you. Because then you're going to stop growing. You're going to stop being productive, creative. And I'm not saying everybody has to be an artist and everybody has to be creative in that term. By creative, I mean just making your life more pleasant. And you got to be creative to create an environment around you that makes you happy. That's also creativity. You know what I mean? So don't let somebody poop on your parade. That's all I'm saying. Amelia says, their problems with you are not your problems. Very well said. And as Mama Ru would say, what others think of us is none of our business. Wise words, aren't they? Debbie says, with age comes that wisdom usually. Well, I guess so. But, you know, I met some really young kids that are so intelligent. Light years ahead of where I was when I was like 15 or 16. You know what I mean? And I feel like, wow. The world is changing. I have the feeling younger generations are growing up much quicker nowadays. And they're confronted with certain maybe pains or realities much sooner than we were. I don't know. Maybe internet plays a role in this as well. Debbie says, I know some are and it amazes me. Yeah, I'm always amazed. New Apartment says, don't let a person measure you with their ruler. But if you really want to let go, let them. But make it very clear to them that it's their ruler, it's their way of measuring. It doesn't mean it's the ultimate truth. So if they want to waste their time and try to label everything else according to their rules and their rulers, let them. But that's delusional. You know, that's totally delusional. Jake says, can't wait for the Versace video. Random thought, wearing Chanel Bois des Îles, I have noticed how similar to Egoist it is. So, dear Jake, let me tell you one thing about that. Bois des Îles is the predecessor of Egoist. So, when one of the Wertheimers, went to Jacques Polge and said, I would like, and this is silly because perfumes are genderless, but he wanted Jacques Polge to create a more masculine version of Bois des Îles because he loved Bois des Îles, but he wanted to kind of justify the fact that he was wearing it in many ways. So he's like, could you make me Bois des Îles, kind of a version for me? And so a perfume was born in the late 80s called Bois Noir, so the Black Forest. And it was first only given to the Wertheimer guy. I don't know which one of the brothers, but whatever. And then after that, released in limited quantities within the Chanel boutiques only. It was like a special boutique exclusive called Bois Noir. A couple of months after that, it was taken off the shelves and slightly retweaked and reformulated, made cheaper because they needed to do a mass release, so they couldn't put in all the ingredients in the same way and quality that they did for the Les Exclusives fragrance. So they tweaked it a little bit, and they brought out what we know today to be Egoist. So Egoist, in fact, had this transition from Bois des Îles to becoming Egoist, and it went through several reformulations. The Egoist we know today is much more watered down compared to the Egoist we know from the early 90s. It's nevertheless still very recognizable as Egoist. I have it here, by the way. I have one of those reformulation, because now the bottles aren't like this anymore. But this is the original bottle. This is how it looked back in the day. Even Bois Noir had the same bottle with the wood structure, and then it said Bois Noir here. Gabrielle and I says, oh, interesting. Always learning something new here. And no matter how Egoist becomes watered down with time, it's still beautiful. I still love it, even if it's a shadow of itself in terms of longevity. Emilio says, I want to find the very first version of Egoist. L'Egoist. No, Emilio, the very first version is Bois Noir. That's the very first version. If you really want to know the original Egoist, you gotta find Bois Noir. B. Alex says, what did you think of Versace Spring Summer 18 collection? I'm going to make a video on that, B. Alex, so we're going to do that in another video. Emilio says, I have a bottle from the late 90s. Oh, that's good. That's a good formulation. Debbie says, I have heard blue is similar to Allure. No, maybe to Allure Homme, but not to Allure Femme. Emilio says, I know. Yeah, no, but try to get Bois Noir. I have never smelled it myself. But I've heard amazing stories about it, and from time to time it pops up, on secondhand websites, and of course people who are selling it know how rare it is, and of course they ask prices that are shockingly. I even from time to time have people writing me, direct messages, either on Facebook or on Instagram, like offering to sell me stuff, and usually I tell myself, like, why are you doing this? Okay, this is something I have to say. Don't do that, people. I find that extremely rude. Trying to make a quick buck off of somebody who's a collector and likes things, that doesn't work with me. I'm not going to buy it if you offer it for me like online, because first of all, I'm offering this service and I love to share the love and the passion with everybody, and I do this for free. Nobody has to pay a subscription to watch my videos, and then people profit from it because they see what I say and they try to profit from me. They're like, oh, okay, this guy's interested in perfume, so he's probably a victim to it, so I'm going to make him spend a lot of money to sell him some limited edition piece. That's not how it works. I'm not going to want to have anything to do with you if you try to pull that on me. That just shows me who you are. And that a rotten human being is who you are if you do that. So that ain't going to happen. You know what I mean? So that's just one thing that I've noticed. And I've also had incredible people who really write me and say, hey, Dacob, thank you for sharing all the passion with us. I have this special, little sample of something. I would love to gift it to you, Maybe you can review it, or so that you get a chance to also try this perfume that you don't have. Like, that's a different story. That's a beautiful gesture. That's somebody who's sharing, I'm sharing with you the best way I know how. And then somebody shares with me the best way they know how. But then, like, trying to profit from me, I think that's just, no, it's just awful, honestly. I don't get it. And even worse is like when companies write me and they want me to do like videos, promotional videos, so that you guys get brainwashed by me. I think that's so fucking awful. Oh my God, there's this one company, they wanted me to review a vacuum cleaner. And I'm like, do you see me vacuuming in my videos? What the heck does it have? But guess what? It doesn't end there. It goes on. They want me to review the vacuum cleaner, which they want me to purchase. They want me to buy the vacuum cleaner, but they're offering me 40% off. So lucky me. And I get to save 40%. And then I make a video. And they sent me a list of requirements, how that video has to look like. That too. So I have to edit something, film it, post-production, prepare it, learn the text, pay for the frickin' vacuum cleaner, and promote it for them on my channel. Are people insane? How gullible do they think people are, first of all? And second of all, how far can the greed go? I mean, anyway. Todd F. Hey, how you doing, Todd? You just keep being you. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you. Jasmine says, yeah, vacuuming really fits with the channel. Haha. I know, right? Debbie says, wow, you get all kinds of weird offers as a YouTuber. Oh, yeah, and these are just the ones that are kind of like kid-friendly. I'm not going to mention the other ones here because we don't want to get flagged. New apartment says, vacuum the bunker. Dangerous, because if I were to vacuum the bunker, there's a lot of stuff laying around on the floor because I like organize stuff a lot. I don't want to vacuum stuff up. Jasmine, Samia says, oh Lord, can you imagine Dacob trying to fool us into buying a vacuum cleaner? Girl, listen, could you imagine? But, I mean, could you imagine? Oh my God. Jasmine says, well, even a bunker needs hoovering. Yeah, it does from time to time. Brent says, Dacob slips an F. Hashtag realness. New apartment, I'll buy one. Todd says, ROFLMFAO. New apartment, Dolce Gabbana vacuums. Oh, could you imagine? Let's see. I could try to tell you something. Let me see what I have here. I have nothing. Oh, here. When I peeled off the foil off my Twin Peaks CD for the soundtrack, look how amazing this foliage is. It's one of a kind. Look at the rip. It's ripped on this side. No other foil in the world has had this rip that when you open it has the shape of a heart. You see the shape of a heart? And for this service alone, you know, this belongs in a museum. So I say, today only, the first, not even two callers, the first caller gets this for $55.99 plus shipping and handling. What you saying, guys? In there, me. Look at the sticker. The sticker. Oh, the sticker. It's, I mean, I have no words to describe it. 20 tracks from the limited event series. With this sticker, you can go places. Let me tell you. Now, I personally think it's amazing when you wear glasses, you put this on the side and you wear like that. Now, if people throw shade at you, this protects your ear. You don't hear. It protects the ear. You don't hear. Soundtrack, yes, but also we got to block off the soundtrack you don't want to hear. You put this on your glasses just like this. There you have it, guys. Now, listen. I swear on this. You know. Okay, fine. Let's do $15.99 plus shipping and handling. One of a kind. Hyper, hello Archangel, I'll take 500, lol. Yeah, there you see, I mean, everything is doable. You can invent a freaking story about every piece of shite that's out there. You know what I mean? It's all about the zhuzh. New apartment, you getting air in the bunker? Oh, that's a good question. I actually have a ventilation system. I do. So air does come filtered through. Gabrielle and I says, stop, I'm about ready to get out my credit card. Swipe that credit card, girl. Make it swipe and make it rain. Make it rain. Or, you know, or people, oh my God. You know, people that try to sell you empty perfume bottles on secondhand websites, that's another one of those. Because they don't write that it's empty in the tagline of the description. And the price is, you know, like, I don't know, 15 bucks, 20 bucks. And it's some cool perfume, maybe even like a vintage bottle. Sorry, I'm losing my voice because hungover. Anyway. And then you see the photos, and because the bottle is empty, you think it's full. But you just think the liquid is this color. Like, you think that's the color of the liquid, you know. And you're like, oh, well, that seems like a good price, you know. And then you read on the text, the description. And then at the bottom, it states, like, the bottle is empty. And you're like, what the fuck? I mean, come on, dude. No. Why? I just wasted, like, 5 minutes reading through the whole, you know, auction and everything. And then, like, you're selling me an empty bottle. To be honest about it, I know there's people who collect perfume bottles. Okay, but then write it in your, you know, describe it. Say, like, selling an empty perfume bottle of a perfume from the 90s, from the 80s. Empty. That's legit. It's crazy too in a way, but okay. But don't make me think, you know, it's full until the bitter end. And somebody who doesn't read all the descriptions actually orders it. Can you imagine the bottle arrives home and it's like empty? New Apartment says some of the Avon bottles were interesting. No, you know, nothing against empty perfume bottles, as I said, but just like, let me know it's empty when you sell it. Don't try to kind of fool. Or when people like describe a piece with the name of the brand that it's not. So it happens a lot with Vivienne Westwood and Chanel. They're like, Chanel jacket, blah, blah. And then you read the description and it's like, inspired by Chanel. Or like, if you love Chanel, you're also going to love this jacket. Well, no, let me decide if I'm going to love that jacket or not. You know what I mean? Debbie did not like the Avon bottles because she had to dust them as a child. Jake says, favorite Golden Girls character? I adore Sophia. Best quote, your heart's in the right place, but I don't know where the hell your brain is. Oh, she said that to Rose, didn't she? I love all four of them, but I love the quote where Blanche and Sophia are kind of having a moment there. And, you know, Blanche is doing her sexualized, slightly slutty thing. And I don't know what Sophia tells her, but she makes her understand, you know, she's like attacking her for being a slut, a hoe, or whatever. And doesn't give her the right tip how to deal with the issue at hand. And so she gives her a wrong tip. And then Blanche looks back at her and says, my mistake. Just because you look like Yoda doesn't mean you're as intelligent as him. And I was like, oh my God. Sophia is Yoda. That Kiki gets me every time. Every freaking time. Todd says, I bought some Supernatural Funko boxes, just the boxes on eBay. It was in small print. I didn't see it. Oh no, Todd, so you got just empty boxes? Oh, that's so, but at least I hope you got a chance to send them back. There was a return policy. Debbie says, stinky juice too. Emilio, stinky juice. When Emilio adds all those emojis, I know what his nasty mind is thinking. B. Alex says, are you wearing pajama pants with that gorgeous jumper? I bet, haha. No, I actually showed you what I was wearing. Wait, let me put the... No, look, I'm wearing these Y3 Fall-Winter 14 Tron-inspired pants. They're not pajama pants. Jake says, that was also amazing. Debbie, rip off. Todd says, I canceled it in time. Oh, the auction. Good for you. Emilio's like, no. And another emoji. Anita says, Dacob, have you seen the new Jean-Paul Gaultier Christmas bottles that I would love to collect? I haven't seen them. I mean, I just, you know, the other day smelled for the first time Scandal, Gaultier's new perfume. And I didn't like it, but I love the bottle. I really love the Scandal bottle. But I have to check out the Christmas perfumes too. So yeah, guys. Oh my God, 94 minutes. Seriously, I'm losing track of time. Emilio says Scandal is gross. Yeah, I know you don't like it. I don't like it either. It's just a mess, plasticky mess. But anyway, I might make another video later on Thumb up this video if you like it. Show me the love, guys. We need thumbs up. Can't believe we only got 20 thumbs up in 94 minutes. Was I that lame? Anita said, I have tried Scandal as well. A mess. Yeah, I know. It's such a mess. But it is what it is. Thumb love, Debbie. Yes. Does it have to do with the S? Todd asks. What do you mean the S? Does it have to do with the show? What show? Scandal? Ah, no, it has nothing to do with the show Scandal. No, it's a stupid advertisement. This like woman partying all night, and then in the next morning she doesn't even go to bed. She just like goes straight to work, and she works in the parliament. She's like the head of parliament or something, and I was like, that's scandalous. I'm like, girl, that's not scandalous. That's just regular Washington D.C. Job. No, he just wanted to play with like our notions of what is scandalous or not. But I think the commercial really fails completely in depicting what a scandal is today. Todd says, I gotcha now. Yeah. So yeah, Debbie says Versace. Yes, I'm going to make a Versace video later, probably. I just got to freshen up, quick change, very Madonna. You know, this was like the first segment of the show, and we're going to change outfit, we're going to change look, and then we might come back later. But give me some time, I got to eat something, guys. And I might come back later with the Versace video. Of course, the show was yesterday or the day before yesterday, so it's going to be a review. We're going to go through a couple of pieces. We're going to go through the concept of what it all meant. So yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hope to see you soon. And never give up on love. You know how, you know. Never give up on love. You know the gist of it. And yes, subscribe to my channel here on YouTube if you haven't already. Otherwise, I am Super Dacob, all spelled together, on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat. And who knows what other apps they're going to invent in the future. I'll be there too. Anita says, best fragrance ad ever is from Chanel No. 5. You are the one. Gabrielle and I, thanks for the fun Sunday morning. Oh, thank you so much. Anita said, go grab something to eat. Yes, I will. I have little tiny salmon sandwiches that I prepared yesterday already because I knew it was going to be a long night and everything. And then like I was like, okay. And Sunday when I wake up, I love for a hangover. I know it's a bit awkward because usually people don't like fish for hangovers. But I love salmon because it's very greasy. And I love greasy stuff when I'm hungover. So it's either going to be French fries or that. But since I want to keep it as healthy as I can, not that fish nowadays is healthy because we know fish isn't really healthy anymore nowadays. But anyway. Oh, Melinda. Hey, Melly. Oh, you just arrived now? Listen, we'll probably be back later on. So stay tuned. If you have nothing better to do this Sunday, Dacob is going to come back in some time after I've eaten something. So I love you all so much. Thank you for sharing all the love and always like for tuning in and listening to my blabbering. And see you soon. Let's go out with, should we do a glamour? Ooh, glamour shot, everybody. Or should we do dance party? Okay, it's a dance party outro this time around, guys. Yeah, Melinda was slipping. Yeah, don't worry about it, sweetie. We'll be back soon. So, party on, guys. See you soon. Love ya. Bye-bye.